We're at the Beebout Veterinary Medical Center, and I'm with Dr. Brandon Beebout and another very special guest this week. Good morning, and who do we have today?
Good morning. This is Rosie.
Okay. And Rosie's got a very special story.
Yeah, so she, very, very interesting case, and that's kind of why we're here today. We love case spotlights. And so she was kind of a kid that had been losing some weight, decreased appetite, some vomiting, and then she also had neuro signs, so neurologic signs. So she had weakness. She actually presented to us in lateral recumbency, so laying on her side, being carried in, having inactive seizures at 109 degrees. For those that don't know, high end of normal in dogs is 102.5, and so that's pretty warm, and likely secondary to the seizures. And so we kind of get those stopped, get the catheter in, get her kind of fluid resuscitated, but something just wasn't right with her. And so she had had puppies. I'd actually taken care of one of her puppies with an injury, and so so there's a lot of different things that were going on with her. And so in veterinary medicine, we talk about the majority of cases, when you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras. And she was such a unique case. I even talked to Mom on the phone, and I said, I think there's two different horses here. This isn't a zebra, but we got to figure out what's going on. So we had gotten some x-rays, and it was really suspicious for a foreign body. Like a intestinal foreign body. So I ate a sock or I ate a rock, and she does have some time outside. We even thought about, did you get into some neurotoxins? So there's some rat bait out there called bromethylene. For those, there's a bleeding disorder rat bait, and there's a neurotoxin rat bait, and so that was actually pretty high on our list. But this X-ray said, we need to go exploring. And so we went in, my wife did the surgery, Dr. Powell, and got in there, and sure enough, straightforward foreign body, found a toy, and it was a cat toy. Okay. And so got it out of there. She resolved 100%. Seizures went away. Was
that from the toy inside?
So then we send the toy home with Mom, and she comes back for a recheck, and Mom says, that was a catnip toy. And I was like, there's something off with catnip, and there have been reported cases of neurotoxicity with too much catnip. I know, there's no such thing as too much catnip for cats, but cats can also get neurotoxin, but this is a lot of catnip filled with it, and it sat in her abdomen for about 10 days. So really interesting case, and so that kind of, then, of course we didn't figure this out before, but we get all the way done with the case. She goes home. She's gained 5 or 6 pounds just in a couple of weeks, back to being herself, and got to keep her reproductive organs. She's gonna be a mom again. Good. And because we thought that it may even be related to that, and maybe have to spare. We did not have to do that, and so we hear about the catnip toy, and then it all kind of came together. Sure enough, 2 horses had a foreign body. That foreign body just happened to be a neurotoxin. So pretty wild case for us. And bottom line, Rosie's back to normal, and Mom and Dad are very happy.
Well, that's wonderful. So first signs for her, what were the not eating? Not
eating and vomiting, so kind of straightforward with the foreign body. But then when the neuroscience came, you get a different problem list, and you get a whole list of different differentials. And so it's just something to think about, for our veterinary staff, our veterinarians, that things like that can happen. And so it was a very, very unique case, one with a very good ending, obviously.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Doc. Appreciate it.
Of course, never a problem.
All right. Stay tuned next Monday as we bring you another edition of Pet Doc.